Callie. Here's a little help on that. Probably asked about. Sorry, it's a little bit late, but I think completing the square is probably where we're going to get the answer to all your questions that are on that particular problem. So if you can group those x's together in parentheses, like you see right there, factor out of 4. And that's hard. When you're dividing out of 4, that 7x becomes divided by 7/4. This is slightly different, by the way, than your problem, but if you exchange your problem for this one, use just a few number changes, everything else is pretty much the same. Then the other part is if you take half of that 7/4, that middle term, which would mean 7/8, you double the denominator, add that and square it, like you see there, but remember you have to subtract that back out, but it's not going to be minus 7/8 squared. You're going to have 4 times 7/8 squared that you have to subtract out. And then the factored term down below here, this minus x plus 7/8 squared, remember that's what you get when you take that middle term. That always happens where you have that 7/8 becomes part of that binomial x plus 7/8 squared. I'm going to take that out of there. Keep rolling. Then on the right hand side you have all that stuff to add and subtract, and you mentioned having trouble knowing how to combine those. Well, one thing is you want to square the fraction, so 49/64. Then you want to cancel that 4 or multiply in that 4. I'm going to cancel because 4 and 64, you can cancel those and just get 16 in the denominator, so 4 and 64 cancel to 1/16. Let me know if that's an issue. I can help you with some fraction stuff, but peek at that. Now I can't add those until I get a common denominator of 16, so I multiply that left-hand part by 16 over 16, and 6 times 16, negative 96, and when you add those, or subtract those two, you subtract negative 96 minus 49 is negative 145 over 16, and that's your whole equation right there. Your vertex would be negative 7/8, negative 145 over 16. So right here you'll see that. And then the axis of symmetry would be just the x part of that negative 7/8. I don't know what else the other questions might be, but let me know if there's something else I could fill you in on. This will be an example that you could kind of drop your numbers in and be able to answer your question. Again, email with other stuff.